Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are having a great day today. In this video, we are doing 5 guitars to try before buying a Fender. Welcome back to the channel, you guys. I hope you're having a fantastic day today. Well, this is a little bit of a sequel video. A few months ago, I did 5 guitars to try before buying a Gibson. If you missed that one, I will link to it above. In that video, a ton of you guys requested, please give us 5 guitars to try before buying a Fender. So here we are. Let's check them out. Right, so let's kick things off with a few affordable options. Now I think to probably nobody's surprise, you pay a premium for what's on the headstock. You take that name away and suddenly you can get a pretty high quality instrument without spending a ton of cash. So guitar number 1 has to be Squier. It gives you that Fender playing experience, but without the Fender price tag. Now the main advantage to buying a Squier is you get the official Fender body shape, you get the official Fender headstock shape, and in most cases you'll get a modern C neck profile with medium jumbo frets, which also means you get the Fender playing experience. And if you're willing to kind of step up a few tiers and go to like the Classic Vibe series, you'll also get Alnico pickups, which means your Squier is going to sound pretty much the same as a Fender as well. On the lower tier ones where you get ceramic pickups, it'll sound a little bit fuller and warmer, but if you want, that classic Fender chime, going to a Squier model with Alnico pickups might be worth the extra cash. But overall, this is, a really obvious choice because it's made by Fender, by Squier to Fender specs. So, without spending a ton of cash, you get an authentic Fender experience. Now, guitar number 2 is the Yamaha Pacifica, an absolutely awesome choice for somebody who wants this style of guitar but doesn't want to spend a ton of cash. Now the advantages to the Pacifica here are all the models are humbucker single, which is, in my opinion, one of the most versatile pickup combinations on the planet. You can play almost any style on these pickups. Super awesome, and you get a different playing experience really than a Fender because you've got a really flat, I think it's a 14-inch radius on this fingerboard, so it's very, very flat with a super comfortable satin neck profile. Other than that, very basic tuning machines, very basic trim, but you get a body style that looks very unlike, a Squier or a Fender. Much more kind of pointed and angular, very comfortable to play. A huge forearm scoop here. So very comfortable, sounds great. You can also get 2 different models or 3 different models, and you can choose between ceramic or Alnico pickups. So if you want that chime, go with the Alnico. If you want sort of a bigger, fuller sound, go ceramic. Guitar number 3 could be a little bit of a surprising pick, a little bit of an underdog, a little bit of a dark horse. It is, any guesses? The Ibanez SA series, which means you get humbucker single. That's the SA series calling card. And of course, we're doing 5 guitars to try before buying a Fender. So we're not going to do any humbucker guitars because if you're in this kind of purchasing zone, you want probably some single coil tones. And that's where the SA series lives. So very cool guitar, very soft lines to this one, super lightweight guitar, beautiful heel joint and contours, wonderful playing experience, and it doesn't cost a ton of money. You also get a 2-point trim so you can bend up and bend down, very, very dynamic, and a nice soft look, which means, you can really kind of play this guitar in any style. Not quite as angular as like an RG style guitar, but with you know, as you guys can see, lots more rounded on the body and softer horns and stuff. So wonderful playing experience, very flat fingerboard, so it's going to play different than a Strat. A little bit thinner neck even than the Pacifica. So this one's, it doesn't have like a shred neck, but it's noticeably thinner. So you get a very fast and really tactile playing experience with the SA series without outlaying a ton of cash. All right, on to guitar number 4. No, this isn't back to the Squier, but it does have the same Daphne blue finish. This is a Schecter. Of course, I'll link to all these guitars in the video description below if you guys want all the specs, but this guitar is an absolutely amazing deal. I think it's about 800 bucks, and for that 800 bucks, you get locking tuners, you get a roasted maple neck, you get an ebony fingerboard with these kind of like hollow inlays, just a nice touch, impeccable fretwork, flat fingerboard, fast playing, humbucker, single, 5-way switch, 2-point trem, on and on, including like a sculpted heel joint and stuff like that. You know, kind of Fender patted themselves on the back for putting that on their new like $2,000 Ultra Series. Well, here you go. 800 bucks. So anyway, absolutely amazing deal on this Schecter. I've been playing on it for a couple months, and it's just an absolute dream to play. Beautiful satin neck, as I mentioned, roasted maple, as you can see. Bigger frets than what you would find on a Fender for sure, so it does have a little bit of a different playing feel, but just very, very smooth bending. Fast passages are very easy because of the flat fingerboard radius. So yeah, absolutely amazing deal. Check it out. And finally, guitar number 5. Well, I guess I shouldn't say finally, because I actually have a few more guitars to share with you guys, but 5 sounds good in a title, so there you go. Anyway, next up is this baby. This is the Vola Oz. I demoed this a few months ago. Fantastic guitar. Now, when we get to the Vola Oz range, we're kind of competing up against the American Fenders. All these other guitars, you know, the Squier, the Yamaha, the Ibanez, the Schecter, all are competing kind of into that Fender Player Series. Basically, as soon as you get to see Fender on that headstock, which is the Mexican-made Player Series. So all those guitars are kind of in that range. Now, once we hit the Vola, this is made in Japan. Locking tuners, roasted maple neck, lots of contours, interesting body style. And as I said in my demo, even though the body style seems, you know, kind of modern and aggressive, the pickups are low output, super chimey. So it gives like a very fast and wonderful playing experience, but the tones are more vintage Fender, very chimey. And I think of all the you know, kind of Strat style guitars in my collection, this Vola probably has the best position 4 out of all of them. So if you're position 4 junkie and you like that kind of like aggressive quack that, you know, position 4 gets you, this guitar absolutely kills at that. Other than that, of course, you get great sounding pickups, great trem system hardware, all that kind of stuff. Made in Japan, wonderful guitar. All right, guitar number 6 is this amazing Paoletti Stratospheric. Now, when we get into this range, we're talking about competing with Fender's custom shop. But what you get with the Paoletti is a 150-year-old reclaimed chestnut wood body. Everything is with kind of this thick cut brass, all the plates, all the pick guards, the trem system, shotgun shell knobs, kind of nitro finish on the neck, split head vintage tuning machines, bone nut, of course, all that kind of stuff in this absolutely stunning 3-tone Sunburst. Some of the nicest S-style pickups I've ever played on. absolutely wonderful, but it is sort of a vintage style guitar in every sense of the word. So I'm not going to spend a ton of time on this because of course I've done a full review, but this is just for like that upper level of Strat, but an absolutely wonderful guitar. Okay, so it's time for me to reveal to you guys my ultimate dark horse pick in the category of 5 guitars to try before playing a Fender. Any guesses? It's been in my collection for quite a while. It was hanging right there. Anyway, definitely a dark horse pick. It is, boom, D'Angelico Bob Weir signature model. This comes in 2 tiers. So there is a less expensive one, and then this is the deluxe one, which is a little bit more because you get the gold hardware and stuff. But on this guitar, locking tuners, wonderful satin maple neck. Check out this finish and this body shape. Now, why would I include this in this category? Well, because these pickups are like insanely versatile. These P90s can be put into like a noiseless mode that has a little bit more grunt, or split into like that traditional P90 growl. 5-way switch, blender knob for blending in the back, you know, with all the other combinations, and you can still do like sort of a position 4 with the split and the middle. Lawler pickups, what are these? Seymour Duncans. Anyway, just an absolutely killer guitar, and the reason I kind of included it is because of that versatility, because that is what a Strat is known for. And although this guitar does it in a little bit of a different way, check out this heel joint there, just a joy to play. Anyway, so this is my dark horse pick, not, you know, exactly in the same category as the others, but an absolutely killer guitar that'll get you a ton of tones. If you guys enjoy videos like this, be sure to subscribe to the channel. You can check out all my stuff, including t-shirt store, tab store, the gear I use, links to all the guitars in the video description below. Other than that, have yourself a great day.